Welcome in, welcome in. Safe with Saley counselor mode has definitely started. I want to let individuals know just really quickly the reason why I did this for Friday. Usually with the Safe Space Saley show, that's on Mondays. We're going to start it right now. That's always on Mondays. There's a lot of other ideas that I'm working on at the moment. So there's some things that we'll be doing with some other TikTokers, some other friends on that part. A lot of things that I will be doing. So excuse the bonnet on that part. I gotta come to you guys raw and direct. Cause I'll be here for at least 45 minutes. They're saying I need one more 30-minute live just to get all these, not even the gifts, just to get a further, bigger reach. So I will do that. Last live I didn't get a chance to read some questions, but I will be taking on some questions as well today too. So that's something that I really want to not only to discuss and talk about now, but it's just something in the future. I want to bring on, not only have a Q&A sessions, that's something that's very powerful. Q&A sessions, and I want to let individuals know, I am a real counselor. So the Q&A session with this Safe Space Saley is providing an area for individuals to not only be themselves. I talk about freedom, warmth and clarity on that part. But the main thing is people have questions. And they may not have, the cash or just different things to see a counselor. Everybody wants to be a therapist now, but that's good. They want to jump on here and say they're a therapist or whatever it counts. That's good for them. I know for me, I've helped so many people. So now it's just like, I need to, this is the reason why I'm on TikTok, to be able to spread not only my wisdom, just my clarity on that part as well too. Individuals need that. So for some questions on that end, shout out to everybody joining on that part. This is something that I do for real, counsel on that end. So whether you're coming in now or you're seeing this video later, because I will load up videos on the on my IG. On Facebook, I try to load it up as much places that I can where I'm, where I am at. Because I am a public figure, guys. I gotta be real. I'm a public figure. I was talking with my hematologist today. I'm a real public figure. I ain't deleting no social media. Everything is public. I don't have nothing to hide. Right? I'm here to share. I got to get everything out. I don't have enough time. I'm not saying even if I had 30 more years, I still don't have enough time. It's too much information. I don't know how much longer individuals even going to be able to receive. Right now I'm in LA. Things are getting wild. I know people don't look at the news or see what's going on. That's why I'm glad we have this TikTok and what's going on. Individuals can see some other things. What's happening? What do I want to do? If you look even in my bio, hey man, it says, expressing and teaching self-love. That's one of the most things. I was talking with my hematologist today. That's one of the toughest things. And I thought it was easy. The people that love self. No, but some people really don't like who they are. That's tough. That's a real tough situation. Imagine being birthed, being in this life, walking around, and you're really just mad at yourself. It's not even with anybody, but more mad with yourself. So with this, I'm safe with what we call safe with Saley. I'm answering some few questions from as a actual counselor, certified licensed counselor. I want to do this. Usually Mondays I come with the Safe Space Saley show. I do that. But now Friday it's like, all right, want to see what individuals want to check up, having some questions on that thing. What I'm usually talking about is self-love. That's one of the most important things. And I already know people are not going to be interested in this. That's all right. I talk with people all the time. And they say, oh, yeah, I love myself. Do you really? They say that. But do you really understand it? What it actually means? Can you actually say no? To somebody else that you love, to give yourself that time. I'm not saying just going out and shopping. Now I'm going to be on here for at least 45 minutes. So whether I get a whole bunch of questions or I get no questions, I'm still going to be here. I'm trying to unlock something as well, too. I need to be at least a couple days in, with the live so they can really trust. They say, man, TikTok can be like, oh, yeah, man, Mr. Sadie, you're seriously, this is a real service for you. I want to let individuals know. I see a lot of people doing different things on this app. Drawing, calling out people's names. It's good stuff for them. Shout out to everybody just coming in quickly and leaving out too. It's all love. What's going on to everyone? Hello. Boost in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. That's the thing. You got to make sure, not only it's being a Friday night on the West Coast, right now, you got to keep yourself safe to make it to the next day. You have to. The world is wild, not just the country. Oh, don't grow with service. The world is wild. So you want to make sure that you can make it to tomorrow. That's the only thing. You want to see what's happening. There's a lot of things we can talk about. Right now with this Sacred Sally, I joined on just to see what was going on. To see what was happening with anybody. If anyone has any questions on that part, please place them down. Shout out to everybody coming in. Shout out to everybody around the world. I hope that you're loving yourself. Make sure that you are doing that. It's very, very powerful. Why is it powerful? Because it's your life. Not only that, it's because it's your life. Meaning that, are you actually happy with it? If you go to even on my page, I got a chart there. It's an emotions chart. It deals with hate, anger, disgust, and then at the top it's like joy, freedom, and happiness. So you got to make sure, where are you even actually at on that? Are you creating your own hell on that part? Or are you creating your heaven on your earth? This is your earth. I want individuals to know this too. You're creating your world. Whether it's a fearful world or it's a happy place. I need individuals to know that at least. You have to be able to know that. Shout out to everybody joining in. What's going on? And shout out to everybody across the planet as well too. A lot of people are going through things. Shout out to my pops, moms. Shout out to my bro, Farmer J on that end. Just speedy recovery. Shout out to everybody on that end. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, whether it's Friday or Monday or Saturday, regardless of the day. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If you're taking care, you got yourself a good meal. You got to understand. Imagine if the whole world, 1 billion people were on TikTok. It's like, dang, everybody just being creators. That's some good stuff. Create your own show. You got that magical idea. Create it. I told you guys. Even if no people are on mine, 1, 2, 1,000, I have to do this. It's just like if you get a message from somewhere to do something and you don't do it, it's like, oh man, you're not really trusting within the message. So shout out to Maddie out there and everybody joining in on that part. Shout out to you. I'm celebrating you. Celebrating the individuals on that end. Shout out to everybody on that part. Right now, what we're doing, I should have answered this. Safe to say that should have put in the Q&A, answering questions. Like I said, probably before the end of this month. I got so much lined up, people just to join in and we're talking with, but I have to start off with myself first before individuals, do that. So I hope everyone is doing well. We're answering a few questions on that end. Just any question on that part. Just how life is going really right now. You want to make sure a lot of people are on edge. So if you're on edge, how can I really calm down? Everybody can easily say, oh yeah, man, search YouTube, how to meditate or how to be calm. Sometimes people don't want to do that. Hey, that's cool. Doing something that you enjoy. I know after this, I'm going to make a few of those videos because they have some kind of contest on about if you've seen Black Mirror. Make some videos about that. Yeah, man, they have some good stuff. Some very great videos on that part. I want to make sure I stay on the whole time. I don't care who's on or who jump on or who jumps off. I got to stay on. It's just so I can unlock certain things. But I'm shouting out to everybody. Shout out to you. Shout out to Data in the building. Chaki, what's happening? He key. RP the key. For real on that part. But yeah, so this is just something that I'm doing. I think I started, what was this, about 13 minutes ago. And I'll be joining a couple other people live as well too. Just to make sure the support system is there. Sometimes you can have individuals, support you or not support you that are in your family, or to support you that are in your family. Everybody in the world ain't against you, man. I know people be thinking, oh man, not everybody's against. No, you have some people that's for you. So don't slip up and feel that somebody is not actually for you. Hold on, I was trying to see some. No, cool. But yeah, I got a birthday coming up Tuesday. Will I go live? No, I don't know. But on Earth Day, imagine having your birthday on Earth Day. That's powerful. I remember having birthdays, they wouldn't celebrate no Earth Day. So just look at how not even but just creating that whole term or creating that whole celebration of Earth Day and it falls on your birthday. That's powerful. I'm connected to the earth like that. A lot of us 22nders, we're connected to the earth on that end. That's how it is. Shout out to everybody joining on that end. That's how we're connected. You want to make sure that you're doing what you can to spread that connection out even more. Earlier today, man, I went to the MLK hospital. Everyone was on the phone. It was a little bit wild. I'm like, dang, no one wants to connect anymore. Is there something I want to let everyone know you got to take that responsibility of your word. If you want something different to happen, you got to take that, make that change in your own life. You have to. That's very, very important for you on that part. There's certain things that you want to see. You got to bring it. You can't wait. Hold on, sorry, I was looking for something. No, you can't wait. You can't wait on that part. So don't wait. Because it may never happen if you don't actually manifest that or you bring it out. That's kind of why I'm not even jumping on this today, but just using TikTok. A lot of people use it. I'm like, man, hold on. I was listening to one lady, and she's in Indonesia now. She left America. I'm like, you got to do what works for you. I was talking to one of my boys. You got to do what works for you. Hey, man. So, it doesn't matter. You got to choose what happens, and what works for you on that part. So I want individuals to really do that. Shout out to everybody who's joining in. You got to make sure you're doing something that works for you. That's very, very powerful. If you go to the page, you'll see a lot of things. Right now, it's just safe for safely what we're doing right now. Individuals be going through a lot. Sometimes you just need to ask a question. Dang, what am I dealing with? Hear out. Individuals want to speak. I want to create a chat line. Hey, man, discuss what's actually going on. Is it something You may not even need any solution for it. You just want to get it out. You may not need anyone to solve your own problem. Just talk it out. You could be able to solve your own situation. Shout out to everyone joining in. Shout out to everyone coming in on that part. But you got to make sure that it's very, very true, near and true and dear to you. I know sometimes like people be like, oh man, I don't want to pay my business out to a stranger. The stranger is the most important individual to bring that stuff to, because your family gonna judge you. Family may try to bring it up during a family reunion or a dinner party. No, talk to the stranger. Talk to the stranger on that end. Do it like that. Like I said, I could be on there for 6 hours. I be telling my clients, I could be on here for 6 hours. I haven't even let them know yet that I have a TikTok. I haven't let them know yet. But I don't want them to feel, my professionalism, regardless of where it's at. I don't have this on my when I'm doing it, but I need to let you guys know the rawness. Whether this is on my head, I'm still a professional in that part. Everything that I'm speaking is elevation. Is to see where individuals are at and how can you level up for yourself. I know individuals worry about their children, for your family. Now, level up yourself, first. You probably got 100 people, million people on this app telling you what to do, how to do this, purchase this or buy this. Oh, man. Who's telling you how to create your own world? What's going on that end? I know they see these say hi, but usually when I jump on TikTok, I can't really say hi because the phone be so far away. But I have it now up here, so I got it in my hand. So I'm doing this on that end. Creating your own world. I ain't about to pull up no links for you or say how to do this. Oh, man, I'm telling you now. This is how you create your own world. Right here. So what you do, first you find out what you want to create. Know that you have the ability first. So it deals a lot with, and can I actually even create my reality? I'm not talking about no science fiction movie, even though some of those are good. But you have to understand, you have to make sure that you're actually you're capable of that mentally. Saying hi to everybody on that end. Welcome in. Favorite flavor of ice cream on that end. Like that question. With this, oh, you know what? Probably that strawberry shortcake. Yeah, I gotta let you know that is a favorite one. Really like strawberries on that part. Very, very good part. Very, very good flavor. But I want us to get back. Look what we're talking about. This Safe with Saley. Creating your own reality. That's what throw me off for this. You have to know that it's actually, can you actually shift your world? If you realize what my hematologist, he told me today, was what they did at Stanford, getting a cubic millimeter of a mouse's brain, a cubic millimeter. And when they hooked it up to a computer and they seen they mapped it out, the neural map of it, it looked like, I ain't gonna lie, well, when he showed me, it looked like a universe. And this is only a small piece. Not even half maybe, let's say 3% of the brain, I'm gonna say. It's not even that. That's probably less than 1%. And it looked like a whole universe? Imagine ours. So we haven't even scratched the surface on what we can do. So when I'm coming up here and I'm talking to individuals about creating your reality, you got to know that you can first. Know that you are able to as well do that. I'm be on here for a few more moments too. I'm gonna strive through the TikTok streets and see what's going on. But the most important part is then, like, can I actually create my reality? Am I happy with the situations that I'm in? And am I at a level where I can actually shift what I have going on? you can break this down. I'm not talking about no job, no career you had, getting girls and all that. You need to be satisfied within yourself more than enough. So it's like, regardless of what happens, I'm already good. I gotta break it down. I gotta break down the blueprints of this end. It's that important. It's that important. Another thing, guys, I got, like I said, birthday coming up Tuesday on that part. Very, very important. I can't wait to show y'all the hairstyle. My mom told me she didn't want me to get it. But I take her viewpoint into consideration. But I need to have it. I need to do it. It's because I want to do it. And I like how it looks. And people hate it. But see, I gotta let you guys know this. The things that you do that's great for you, people are not gonna like it. Why would some individuals want you to be, happy with what you like to do? You're like, no, I don't like it. But it ain't about you. It's about what you actually like. I'm saying you if you're talking about somebody outside of you. What's going on to you individuals popping in. So you got to make sure you're doing stuff for you first. Please make sure. And like I said, I'm still in the beginning stages. When that train starts going, if you're on the train and it starts going, it starts slow. So I'm not even worried about it. I'm not worried about a thing. So you got to make sure. Because as long as I support others, it works for me. It works for me. If I'm supporting individuals, like, oh, man. Like I was talking with my hematologist today. We were talking about the blood. Because I got the blood type O. He was like, man, you can give to all the other types, but you can't receive from the other types unless it's O. It was so spiritual for me. I'm like, dang, so what you have, I gotta calm down. So what you have, everyone can receive it, but what everyone else have, you can't receive. If somebody else understands this, not even after after the replay, but if somebody understands that, please let me know. Put it in a comment. I'm going to share it, on IG and Facebook too. But so break this down. Look, the blood type that I have, I can, with the whole planet, other blood types, I can share it. But the other types can't share with me unless it's my same type. So the O. For me, that was very powerful. Because imagine, if you were in life and it was only set up for you to give, not receive. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, let's think hypothetically. If it was only for you to give, and you're not even doing that, I'm not going to say your mission and purpose. I'm not even going to go there. But it's like, dang, you can't even fulfill what you're supposed to do because you ain't giving. You trying to take. But your whole purpose was to give what you have. Individuals be holding on. I be seeing so many great people. Man, I be holding on to what you got. Afraid to spread out some information. You don't even really believe you great. I'm going to just say it like that. You don't believe you great. And I apologize, you growing up in a household where they didn't even tell you that you were great. I apologize, for them. Because they did you wrong. It's like, dang, I got the greatest person on the planet right here. And I'm jealous to let them know that I wish that'd be me. I wish that'd be me. Shout out to everybody coming in. I wish that'd be me, But see, for me, I can see greatness in everyone. Anyone that I meet, I'm like, dang. But remember, you got to remember, we're all thinking differently. So if individuals are all seeing life differently, the way that you see it can benefit somebody else on the planet. So why not express? Why not share it? I'm not saying, hey, create a TikTok or create this. No. Or go public speaking. Nah, I ain't saying do none of that. The most powerful thing you can do is love yourself. That's the most powerful thing you can do. It really is. And if, let's say, if you only had one mission on the planet, and it was not even about the planet or the other individuals, but to love you, it's like, dang, let me go through all these difficulties, homelessness or whatever it is. Let me lose a leg and lose legs and arms. Can I still love me? This is your maximum test. You got your maximum test. Are you going to come back? Or are you going to pass and move on to level 2? You ain't get past level 1, please. You got other folks begging you, like, get past level 1. We stuck on level 1, thinking that everything we all hide and everything is all good. No, you still on level 1. Get to level 2. Imagine loving yourself was just level 1. Like, damn. I actually don't even unlock the game until I love myself first. Let's say that was the key. Let's say that was the key to the universe. I'm not telling you guys what it is, but let's just think hypothetically. All these things are hypotheticals. What if loving yourself could open up a whole new world for you? I'm not saying you gotta rap and sing. I'm not saying you gotta go to college and be a doctor. I'm not saying you have to go and give out food in a homeless shelter. I'm not telling you to do any of those things. But make sure that you are loving you, though. That's one of the toughest things on the planet. And this is what I'm seeing. Not as a counselor, family counselor, chemical dependency counselor. This is what I'm seeing. I'm living in LA. I'm seeing this. People who have the finances, the wealth, the money, they're not loving self. On my bio, it says that teaching, expressing self-love, that's one of the most important things. Don't be distracted. The life that we're in now is only going to get tougher. It's like, dang, Mr. Saley, you said, man, on level 1, it was going to be easy. But as long as you don't beat that level 1, it's getting harder to actually pass that. It's like, man, I want to get to the next level. Well, then first you got to love yourself on that end. You are in a position, a type really right now where it's like, okay, I'm stuck in a certain situation. And the world is only getting tougher. More distractions are coming about. So it's like, dang, let me get it now versus wait till the end of April or this summer. Oh, I'm getting ready for this summer. No. That may not even be coming for you. You may not ever reach that. What about getting it right now? I'm talking about even on this live, whether you're seeing this on the live or you're seeing it later, because I post these things on Facebook and IG as well too. And when are you going to get it? I don't care the age. My oldest client is 85. So I ain't worrying about the age. I'm not worrying about no age, nobody's age. The thing is, hold on, what they talking about take a break. See, I gotta have that in there. Folks be on TikTok for like 2 hours. Now I got it set up. If I'm on there too long, let me know. Check me real quickly. Let me see if I need to take a break. No, not right now. But like I said, I don't usually come on Fridays, man. It's usually Mondays with the Safe Space Daily Show. We do that. It's a lot of things to cover. I was telling folks in the beginning, I don't have that much. I don't know how much time I have. I got to release. And just like anyone who's on this live or seeing this video, you got to release what you have. Because imagine that you're so uniquely made. I mean, I'm talking about on this planet. That you have something that no one on the planet has. That is mind blowing. I'm gonna say it. I rarely say that, but it is mind blowing. somebody else on this earth has something that someone else doesn't have, don't keep it to yourself. Now release that. I don't care if it's a song, if it's a phrase, a saying. Release that. It can be a viewpoint. Release that. You know what's going on there, everybody on that end. So I get into mode, guys, and I forget about the chat. Hold on. But still, what's up to everybody coming in? I know people join in different times and all that. You know, I'm not. Today was a good day. Y'all know that song when I asked you. Today was a good day. It was. Anytime you're getting a chance to express who you are, it's a good day. Because not only stepping out of the house, but you weren't afraid to be you. And that's, sometimes I'll be ready to break this phone. Like, because it's that amount of excitement that's built up. It's like, you got to be excited to be you, to bring something that no one else can bring. I tell my boy P, I'm like, it's cool for you being a homebody. Be at home. And to the individuals that like to travel the world. Do what you got to do, but make sure that it's an actual benefit to you. Not somebody just in your ear telling you this is good, and then you just listening to them, trusting. No. It ain't going to work. It's the reason why I came to LA. I needed to see what was up. I wasn't gonna, what's going on too sweet? Yeah, so this is what I wanted to do. And who knows what's next? Just recently got the passport. Safe and sail. Ain't no telling, man. The passport unlocked the world. It unlocks the world. It's wild that we need documents to go around our planet, but it unlocks the world. Sometimes you want to be unpredictable. Nobody don't know the next move. That's how life is. You don't even know the next minute. Forget the next minute, the next second. You don't know it. I'm ready for the whole life to shift and to change. I'm the most adaptable individual that I know. I'm ready for anything to happen. I'm not saying leave your job and do that. Guys, but we just went through the COVID situation. People were about to lose their life. People lost their job. The thing about that is that life can change. It will switch up. Shout out to everybody in. We're going to have this Q&A coming up. But like I said, everything is building. But life is changing very, very fast. So I just want individuals to know I get charged. This is something that I do. Because I do this in real life. Like, I'm not only just a real counselor, but it's something that you need to know. Or we all need to know. When I'm speaking to you guys here, I'm always speaking to myself. Please. So it's not like, oh, yeah. Oh, Mr. Staley's speaking on these things, but he haven't done anything yet. The reason why I said express and teaching self-love, because I know I feel a master at it. And that's something that I feel that's missing from the planet. People walking around here and they don't love themselves. And I can see it. It almost like it comes out of your pores. Like, damn, I can see it. You can't smile. You can't laugh. You frowning up all the time. You're in a certain situation and you just mad at the current situation. Whether you lost somebody that you love or you can't make it to where you want to be. You be mad at life. And it happens that way. But I wish everyone, the best on that part. Like I said, I wasn't going to come on this baby too long. I want to unlock a few things. Hold on, what's this? I wanted to unlock a few things. They said I needed to go live 3 days or whatever for at least 30 minutes. So I wanted to do that. I know what I have is good. I'm going to let everybody know this. Just being as a counselor, I know what I have is good. It's one of the best things. And I know I see a lot of people, and I'm thankful that a lot of people on this app, they do a lot of different things. That's beautiful and unique. Don't do what somebody else does. Matter of fact, Let me change that. If you're doing something that somebody else does, do it because you want to. Not because, oh man, there's someone else is doing that. Nah. You gotta remember, if you want to be, let's say, an artist or a nurse or a counselor or a teacher, do that because it brings you joy. Don't be a follower. You know? Don't be that. You know, so like I said, I love it when nobody loves what I'm doing. And that's wild. It's like, dang, Mr. Say, you love when people don't like what you're doing? Hell yeah. Because that shows me how much I love what I'm doing. I don't need anybody else to enjoy it. That's the key ingredient right there. I can't wait to show this on the replay. But that's the key right there. Because if I'm caring if a lot of people love it or all this then I'm doing it for the likes and the love of what somebody else is doing. No, I love it, so I'm doing it. So, on that part, that's one of the key things that I want to bring to this, not only this platform, what I'm looking to bring to the planet. And I'm always excited when somebody is bringing something that I said, but they can't hear it coming from me. That's good. That's still good. All the credit and kudos go to the individual who wants it. Good stuff. People be wanting to know, oh, how is it in LA? People like, oh man, you really calling out where you at? Man, it's amazing in LA. But not everyone could make it. Remember, every certain places on the planet is not for you. I remember individuals being here at least a year and they gave up. They went back east. They went wherever they went back to. They couldn't make it. Myself, I was willing to go through anything to have it because I knew I could. And that's the kind of determination you need. I don't care if I get a million no's. I got to make it happen. And that's the determination. When you hear all these success stories, you got to lose. That's why I like Young Thug. He said, you got to lose. It ain't about win, like you got to lose. And however that looks. You got to be sad. I remember one time she was being in the rain. I didn't even have no umbrella. I was homeless at the time. I didn't have no umbrella. I had this jacket. I'm just like, damn, I'm in the rain. I got a jacket. I'm homeless. I don't know where to do, where to go. And sometimes it has to be like that. You get to that point to where am I going to give up on myself? Man, nah, I'm going to keep going. Let me go back to where I'm going. Let me keep at it. Let me stay strong. Not only just let me stay strong. Let me just make it. Let me not give up on what I'm doing so I can see tomorrow. I don't care how bad it is. There's so many people in LA sleeping in their car right now. They're trying to make a way. Sometimes it takes sleeping on the pavement, sleeping in your car, sleeping in the bathroom like Pursuit of Happiness. Doing the couch surfing or whatever, if that's what you want to do. It's temporary. All of that stuff, that pain or whatever was going through in the past, it was all temporary. So when I look at a painful or a tough situation, I'm actually, when somebody's going through a struggle, I don't tell them like, man, I'm happy you're going through that. But in me, I'm like, dang, man, he's struggling, he getting it. Let's see if it can break him. Or if it can make him. Shout out to everybody coming in too. I'm not seeing it, guys. When I get pumped, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I get pumped, I be, I don't look at the chats on that end when I'm on a groove. But I need individuals to know that. But shout out to everybody coming in. But the thing is, when you get to that level, I tell my boy all the time, I am the unbreakable and I am the unstoppable. So I don't care what happens to me. Living in a tent. Shit. I'm at this point now where it's like nothing can happen to me on this planet that'll take me away from loving who I am. It's almost like I beat the last level, that final boss. It's like, dang, that was the toughest thing. Let me send you through these tragic moments, and you can still love you. You homeless people not saying good morning to you. People not even saying hello. They're saying you're less than a human. Dang. But you can still smile. However, like, you gotta understand, guys. I'm a man of color. People look at me already. I remember being in from the side. People look at me as a criminal already. But does that change me? I remember being in certain elevators. Ladies grabbing their purses, and I still speak up like, good morning, madam, or whatever, because I'm trying to save for somebody else. Because they may not be able to take it. You grabbing your purse in the elevator to a lady saying it. Somebody may say, why you grabbing your damn purse? But see, I'm trying to save that. So your purse in the elevator to a lady saying it. Somebody may say, why you grabbing your damn purse? But see, I'm trying to save that. So it was a good interaction. I need you to know you can have good interactions with individuals who look like me. Don't put them on edge. So, and sometimes it happens like that. So we would just safely say that we're going on. I don't want to go too long. But I think I joined. I don't want to go too long, because when it's time for me to upload this, and then it's all, tragic, and it's tougher. So I'm about to get up out of here soon. I do appreciate everyone, who come in and show love, in that part. I tried to wave to everybody who had said, oh no, this person just joined, wave at him. I tried to, we went to get some of these, some of these gifts. We're going to do these Fridays too. I like this Friday, safe with Saley. I like these Fridays. The Safe Space Saley show is on Monday. Every Monday. This is for as long as I know. As long as I can. Every Monday. Mute your microphone. Mirror your video. Yeah, see, I play a lot. I play a lot more with these things too as sounds move. But I appreciate everyone. And I just want to let everybody know that my tag showing. You're like, Sally, you wearing that brand? Yeah, I love that brand. But the thing is, I need individuals to know this before we get out of here. Make sure that you're loving yourself. That's one of the most important things that you can do on this planet. And I don't see it since elementary, middle, high school, and even in college. I didn't see anyone teaching me that. So it's at a level where it has to be taught. I'm not talking about we can look at self-care. I remember to one of my support groups, we were talking last week. That was one of the most powerful topics that I've ever seen come out of that group. And, and it turned to something else. It was like, whoa. And I can see some of the distractions come in as that topic was coming up. That's something that individuals are afraid to talk about. And I'm going to be real. Shout out to everybody joining. So I'm about to get up out of here. But yeah, so I appreciate everyone on that end. But I want to let everyone know too, before I leave, like I said, one of the most powerful things on the planet you can do is love yourself. And people like, man, Sally, how do I love myself? First, all right, I told like my boy P. Can you go in the mirror, look yourself deep in your arms and say, hey, I love you. I'm proud of who you are. And you will do great things, or you can do great things. Matter of fact, you're doing great things already just by existing. I'm not telling you what to say. I'm just saying, can you do it? You got to realize that within yourself. So appreciate everyone on this end. We're about to get up out of here. And we're going to do it like that. All right, guys, make sure that you love yourself. It is Mr. Saley signing off. Peace.